Now let us go through the standard SAP best practices solution which is available in system. For that, I told you that entire configuration will be doing from configuration workbench. This is backend configuration. Okay. If we go here, we have so many different items in the drop down. First, let us go to validation rule type. Okay. You can see here whatever is starting with SBP. These are the SAP best practices validation rule types which are delivered in SAP system, so that we can make use of them as it is also, and we can copy create and then we can modify it as per our need for if there is anything that needs to be changed in the rule. Okay. So mm, one one thing to keep in mind is whatever starts with SBP, that is nothing but the part of best practices content that SAP has already delivered to you. There is one important point that I want to clear before I go ahead with these sessions. For in your system, if all these things are not already there, you will have to import RDS provided by SAP. So there is a note which is there, which explains how to import the RDS solution in our landscape. RDS is nothing but rapid deployment solution that is given by SAP for PCC. Okay, let us proceed now. What we will do is we will try to see one of the rule type. Okay, so let us go for the first rule type here. Hmm. One thing that we must check for every validation rule type that we want to use, okay, is this country slash religion grouping. Okay, because if this is right now this is marked for all regions, but if you are having multiple countries in your landscape, you might want to copy create this rule type, validation rule type, and then create your own country specific version of the rule type. But no matter what you do, whenever you are copy creating a rule type, you can give your uh, you can use the same class. However, you can give your own different country or Molga indicator here, so that you are aware of which is the just by looking at the ID, you'll be able to understand it is for which particular localization. So under validation rule type, you'll see that there are basic information. There is something called as dimensions, right? Dimension is nothing but basically source of the data. What all will be available for putting validation? What all fields will be available? Okay, then there is something called as results. So out of that, what all uh, this is the this will have payroll directories. Then this will have the information from the payroll results to have in our validation rule. Then we have alert operations, and then we have root cause analysis. So there are these five different rule types. Now based on these rule types, we create rules in system. So similarly, now this is rule type, right? Let us first navigate to enter all the different values which are available for configuration. Now let us see process type. Okay, if we go to process type, we again have so many SBP prefixed process types, in which let's say let us check production payroll. Yes, so this process, under this process, if you drill down, you'll be able to see that there are three tabs: basic information tab, sorry, then we have steps. Steps are nothing but the different phases within the process. When you run any particular process in PCC, the different steps that will appear are governed from here. The steps, there is the start payroll, run payroll, posting simulation, initiate policy, monitoring, and end payroll. Okay, every step we can actually drill down and check what is going to be the category, what is the step, right? Whether this step can be automatically started, automatically confirmed. Okay, and policy type. So policy types, whatever policy type will be assigned over here, okay, can be assigned to this particular process type in the front end configuration. Right now we are seeing back end configuration. We'll also see front end configuration where we can include, remove the validations or uh, from the policy of a particular process just by simply drag and drop feature. Okay, so here you can see all the SBB policies are there. So whether we create any rule under this policy or this policy, it will be available for tagging to this particular process. This is what this configuration will do for this particular process type. Okay, let us now move on to one of the different okay, there is one thing called as KPI type. So here also we have SBP KPI type. So under KPI type we have basic information, we have dimension and result. That's it. Okay, so dimensions are for putting validations for particular KPI or filters for KPI. So when you'll do configuration from front end, these dimensions will be available for putting any kind of validations for the KPI that you are designing. And results is something that you will be getting output from. Okay, so what will be the actual output displayed for that particular KPI tile will be governed by this results tab. Okay, so there is KPI type. After KPI type, let us go to, yeah, there is also something called as designer type, analytics designer type. Yeah, so you can have KPI drill down, you can have root cause analysis. So these the two different designer types are given in standard. You can, I always have created KPI using this KPI drill down type KPI. So it gives us a primary report, and then later on when we want to further drill down to get employee level details, we can assign that the secondary report that should be displayed for the particular KPI um, to the PCC screen in the monitoring phase. So there is this KPI type, and there is analytic designer type, right? Now, let us check one of this in the front end. Okay, let us go back. How to check it in the front end? We'll go to manage configuration. Okay, manage configuration, right? This one. So you can see here also we have validation rules, we have KPIs, we have analytics, and we have designer. Okay, if we click on validation rules, you'll be able to see all the different validations rules which are there in system. Okay, and these are the ones which are active in system. So if we see the first rule, it is what employees returning from long absence, that is maternity or sick leave. So this is one of the validation rules. So the second one is employees with no base payment but payments through 14 and 15. So if any employee is there with without any salary in Infodai Pay, but some components are there in Infodai 14 or 15. So to create the alerts for such cases, this validation rule can be used. So multiple validation rules are already there in SBP, standard best practices. So like for example, employees with negative gross pay, employees with absence in the pay period. So all the employees which are absent in the pay period, they can be displayed as a they for them alert can be generated. Okay, so all these things are standard available best practices validation rules. Similarly, if we go to KPIs, we have, so KPIs are nothing but statistics or mm, kind of reports which can be displayed, key reports, key figures that can be displayed on the PCC screen monitoring phase for the payroll manager to take any action. Okay, so we have the first one that you can see, that is for count of employees with gross pay. Similarly, we also have count of employees with net pay, count of employees with org changes, total gross pay comparison, so count of active employees, count of leaving, so many different KPIs we can have. Now let us go to the analytics. So analytics is something that we assign to a particular KPI. Okay, when we create a KPI, we can also assign the analytics to the KPI. When we do that, we will be able to generate and get a report under that KPI. And there is this analytics designer. Okay, so analytic designer will basically help you to put on different conditions. Like for example, for this one, count of employees with gross amount over last 6 payroll periods grouped by cost center. Right? If I go here, you see there are different tabs over here: administration, columns, row template, sorting, grouping, and data. So if we go one by one under columns, we can give what should be the different columns in the analytics. Analytics is nothing but a report, right? What will be the different columns? After that, what would be the different rows? How the sorting should happen? How the data should be grouped, right? So we saw that the data should be grouped based on cost centers. So we can put conditions like this. Then if there are any auxiliary calculations that need to be done, and any data that what should be the data, like for example, what actually needs to be for the filters that are put in the row, column, and the grouping, what data should be used. Like for example, here, because we are dealing with gross pay, we are querying wage type 101. Okay, so this is how you do it. Let's say if I click on edit button, you will be able to change the conditions as well. We are going to play with these conditions, different conditions, to understand, to create our own KPI based on this SBP. But right now we are only checking what standard KPIs and different designers, different analytics are present in standard solution. What are the different items which are already there? So we will be doing it, but for now we are just exploring and traversing through the different standard delivered best practices configurations already present in the system. Okay. Next thing that we typically do in implementation is after we go through mm, all the configuration which is available for KPIs, validation rule analytics, right? We go and we adjust the PCC object based on our needs. So when I mean adjust, uh, we just basically change the validation rule ID, description, country grouping as per the our requirement. So not almost zero customers will accept this wallet or whatever validation rules and KPIs are there as it is plain vanilla. They will have their own some observations or their own preferences. So we will have to make some changes in the KPI, standard KPIs. Definitely, I told you we will never change the standard configuration as it is. We'll create copies, and once we copy, we will change the everything. We'll change the ID, description, country grouping, wage types, whatever we need, and then we use it for our own PCC configuration.